So speak of the devil, I just got this email. Timing seems appropriate to do the 300 subscriber giveaway. Put your name in for a chance to win any of these kits. Include which one you would prefer. All right, so let's get to picking the recipients. So I have this list of entrants. I will go to the name picker, put them in there. We want to split names by space, we did that. Random picker, show random names, pick one winner, and then remove the name from the list. All right, here we go. Start. Jared B. Models. So he is the first selected. Pick another name. Start. Throttle Power is the second selected. All right. Pick another name. Start. Low Key Life Ken. Get out of here. I think this is actually gonna work. Look at that. So let's see, Jared was picked first, he gets the F-15. Tim was picked second, the Vigilante, he noted his second choice. And Low Key Ken was picked third, and he has the Blue Angels as his second choice. So that works out very nicely. All right, so this is what's gonna happen right here. I will post an email address in a response to each of your entries. And then if you guys send me through that email your address or post office box, we'll get in touch and we'll get these out to you. So congratulations, Jared, Tim, and Ken. And thank you everyone for subscribing and for entering and or the good wishes. All greatly appreciated. I'm now going to show a few things about what's upcoming. With the completion of the E2A Hawkeye, that completes all the planes. With all the NGs, I feel like this is a good time to take a break, revisit all the planes, and finalize the display stands that each of them will be displayed on, and then finish those up to this point. And that'll be a nice break from working on the planes for these. To finish off the bases, I was going to experiment with a few different tops for it. So this was the one I made. It has little white tie downs, and it's basically generic. There's no markings on it. I also bought a ton of these, enough, I think 14 of each. The Squadron Carrier Deck Modern 1/72 scale, and then the USS Enterprise CVN 65. So, you know, the actual deck of the Enterprise in 1/72. And the cool thing about this one is it also comes in a circle, and I just so happen to have this base, and this is 8 inches, and this is 7 7/8. So I'll do one raised up, and I think I'll do the COD on this one because it's unique in that it's the only plane that actually belongs to the Enterprise. And to be honest with you, I like it the best anyway, because I feel like when the plane is on this, yeah, it looks good, but it's fairly generic. Whereas, so it would be like this, like it's approaching the hookup area, which also makes sense for all of them if they're all going to have their wings unfolded, which they all do. Like, that's more in context. The weathering of this like brings out the weathering here, and if I did a good job weathering, that should look like a scene from the plane. And then the insignia logo will go there. So the A6 Intruder, again, makes total sense for the wings to be down. Heading to the hookup point, Squadron logo and the blank area. Yeah, I like that a lot. Now, Now I don't think it makes sense to put the small plane on with it, because it kind of ruins the aesthetic, if you will, or ruins the effect. Yeah, that looks like it belongs there. I will go with that top. Uchi Scenic Display USS Enterprise CVN 65 in the 1:72. Next, I will unwrap and stain all those bases. Using the Minwax wood finish, the Provincial number 211, which is what I used on the Enterprise base. All right, so I'll let that set. The only thing that really matters is what the outside looks like. This is the one I originally did when I did the base of the Enterprise, and this is the one I just did now. So the next step is to let that fully dry, take those cards off, polyurethane it, let that totally dry, and then glue those cards down. As part of my brother's car build, as I said before, I couldn't find a 73 Monte Carlo anywhere. So I've decided that I'm going to scratch build it. And it's going to take a combination of a few kits. So I found this gentleman Repstock out on the internet, and he put one together using basically two kits. The Revel 1-25 Wheels of Fire 77 Monte Carlo Lowrider, and the AMT 1-25 1970 Monte Carlo. And then I'm adding the 1974 Cale Yarborough Monte Carlo stock car. This is the Junior Johnson Racing 1974 Monte Carlo, and what I'm hoping this will give me is these round headlights and some of these edges. These bumpers will be the most accurate, and this front edge. The hood, I'll have to take the pins out, whatever I need from the back, and then I'm going to combine this with the 77 Lowrider. That will be the basis of the model, and then the 1970 Monte Carlo, and that will give me everything that should go in the engine to try to achieve close as I can get a 1973 Monte Carlo. Quick update on the bases. So I made the Squadron logos. This is on Papilio vinyl paper, and basically it's vinyl with a sticky back that you can peel the back off. So now I'll cut these out with my X-Acto, and those will then stick. I can lay them on there exactly where I want them. And then these are the nameplates. These are actually decal. This is on decal paper, if you can see that. Because what I'm going to do after this is polyurethaned, then this will be a decal, which will actually lay like that. So something along those lines. So I made those. And then the very last thing is to follow up on the 71 Thunderbird. I have the references for that. So that's ready to go. So I'll have my brother's car and my car going at the same time. And then I researched the paints, and I have that list. And so I'm in the process of accumulating those paints for my first piece of armor. So these are the projects that'll be upcoming. So I'll get the kits out to send on. I will get my email address out to Jared, Tim, and Ken, and we will take care of that. So thank you once again, and as always, happy modeling.